PS5 Pro is not as powerful as I expected. Dudes out here acting like Crash Bandicoot characters, bro. Look like y'all came straight out of the Unsane trilogy, bro. Like, what's wrong with you, man? Dr. Cortex. You alright there, man? Oh, wow. IGN gave it a 7. It should have been scored worse if you want to be perfectly honest. But yeah. But you can't spell ignorant without putting the IGN in it. Okay, and what's even more funny, you got Digital Foundry shilling for the PS5 Pro, and they only doing it because they need you ponies to keep coming back watching their videos. Of course, they're not going to sit there and tell you that it's underpowered and it's a complete waste of your money because they want to do all these comparisons with these games so you guys can continue to click on their videos, bro. But we already know that Digital Foundry is fully aware that this console is not that powerful.
About the PlayStation 5 Pro, because the first review scores have started to come out, and if I'm being honest, they're lower than I expected.
The PS5 Pro is lower than I expected. What, you thought they were going to give it a 10 out of 10, man? You see, this also goes to show you that all these PlayStation fanboys, bro, you know, they had all their games getting these high ratings on a silver platter, and now that they got to eat their food with a wooden spoon, now they out here complaining. Bro, ain't nobody want to hear this, bro. If anything, all you people been doing for Sony for the past 30 years is glazing, bro. Y'all been doing it since the PlayStation 1. There ain't no PlayStation better than Xbox. PlayStation's better than Xbox. PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2, PlayStation 3 can never be beat. I mean, PlayStation better than Xbox. This is all you people been doing, man. Like, come on, man. And now we finally got to the end of the parade, and now you people want to say, well, what's going on here, man? I don't understand why my soda is not tasting the same. You know, it's dried up. It tastes like some ordinary liquids.
Even the more positive of the reviews seem to kind of ask, do you really got the cash to waste?
But here we go, man. It's all about the cash, man. You know, that's the reason why the Pro got a low score, because people can't afford one, man. That's funny. It's so funny that you guys say that people can't afford a PlayStation 5 Pro, but let's not forget that people paid $1,000 for the base PS5. You're like, oh, Gamester, you're right. I remember when they were paying $1,000 for a base PS5 from scalpers. So the question that we should be having is the fact that nobody wants one. Stop capping. For all the people that keep using that as an argument, I just bodied you right there. For all those people that say, oh, it's because they can't afford $700. What you mean? These PS5 owners bought one from a scalper for $1,000 and you sitting there telling people that they can't afford a PS5 Pro. Do you see how laughable I broke down y'all logic, man? It's about time to get these people up out of here. Get them up out of here.
Talk about it and take a look at a couple different reviews.
Let's take a look at those specifications. How about that?
Positive scale, one that's more on the negative scale, because even the ones that are happy with the system are kind of explaining why this is a very niche item. Let's get into it.
I don't even think it's that. Like, I get it. Like, I think most people are fully aware. Like if I had a PS5 Pro and I'm going to review it, more than likely, I'm giving it a 4 out of 10. You can't play PS1. See, this is what people don't understand. It's the overall value of what you're getting. You're not gaining much. You get the same 16 gigabytes of RAM, the same CPU, and you get an upgrade on the GPU, and then maybe some Wi-Fi internet that they added with Wi-Fi 7. Okay, you know, and then to increase image quality on PS4 games. I mean, think something that could have just been added to the base PS5 through an update. But hey, you know, Sony got to find any ways to rip you guys off. And you can't play PS3 games natively. You can't play PS1 and 2 games natively. I mean, where's the value? See, that's what people don't understand. I can play all those PS1 and 2 games through dev mode through the Xbox Series X. So that price that you pay for $500, to be honest with you, is actually kind of worth it because it offers more than just next gen. You get Game Pass Ultimate, you get access to day-and-date games from Microsoft, you get their own official titles that have been released through their backwards compatibility with enhancements. You can also get enhancements with PS1, 2, no matter which era, through their emulation through dev mode. Like, how are you guys going to sit there and say there's no value to an Xbox Series X when I'm explaining to you that I could play GameCube games on my system at 4K 60 through the Dolphin emulator? Like, it's like that's why I try to tell people when I sit there and say, and, you know, somebody did question and say, Gabe, so that's not right to say that, you know, if nobody wants an Xbox, they're not a real gamer. Yes, it is. And I'm going to sit there and stand on it. And I don't want people taken out of context. I'm not saying that it matters where you play games. If you play predominantly on PlayStation or Switch, that's fine. But my argument is this: if you're a so-called quote-unquote Nintendo fan, how do you see no appeal with the Xbox Series X after I told you that you could play their games, GameCube games, the same games you're waiting for the Nintendo Switch on the Xbox already? That's what I'm trying to say. If you're a person that enjoys a multitude of games, how can you hate PC and Xbox? That's all I'm going to say. You can't even hate PC because PC could do very similar, if not better, than what the Series X can offer you. It's just a little bit more pricey. But for $500, even $299, the Xbox Series S is a great emulation device. Just off that alone, it's worth paying the money for. And then on top of the new games, Gears E-Day, Perfect Dark, and Game Pass Ultimate with day ones, that's a pretty easy purchase if you ask me.
Hi, hope you're having a great day.
PS5 don't give you that. They give you, you get PS4 games, PS5, but then you got to upgrade them. You see, you're getting all this nonsense. You got to pay for upgrades. Xbox, you're getting these entirely for free. Like, come on, man. Like, as much as you people want to hate on the Series X is doing way more for the gaming community than what you're getting with the PS5. And you people know it. All your new games is touted as remasters and remakes, and y'all calling them new games. Like, you people are pathetic, bro. I'm sorry. The PS5 is by far one of Sony's worst gaming consoles, and I will stand on that hill because that's exactly what it is. I don't care.
Please give this video a like and subscribe. This is still getting a decent amount of 8s, but these 7s are what kind of just latched into my mind. Apparently, you do notice the upgrades. It is the best console experience. If you have a high-end PC, well, it's not really going to be that big of a difference. Obviously, 2 terabytes of SSD. The design looks cool.
Seemed like IGN talked pretty positively about it, but yet they were still realistic in giving it a 7 out of 10.
Got a good game selection.
I don't see the problem with this review.
Now, we're going to go through some reviews, but honestly, this to me is something that I am extremely glad about. There have been times where a new system, a new update, a new piece of tech.
So people, I see what's going on here. So people are saying that essentially this would be a 10 out of 10 if it wasn't for the price and if it wasn't for the disk drive and the vertical stand, right? So all the things that should have been included with the system anyway. Like I said, to be honest with you, I feel like some of the good should be under the bad. It's not really a noteworthy upgrade. It's the best console experience. You could put that in. No need for a high-end PC. No, come on, IGN. Like, I mean, there's still some glaze in here, bro. IGN is very PlayStation-centric, and for some reason, they still gave it a 7 out of 10. No need for a high-end PC if you like consoles. That is not true. That is not true. Because that doesn't make sense. Like, that y'all didn't say that with the Xbox Series X when that came out, so I'm not going to use that there. And good selection. There's not a good selection of games. Alan Wake's still running at 30 frames. There's really no difference. So it's like, what do you people expect, man? Dragon's Dogma still capped at 30. You're still getting a lot of 30 FPS games. I mean, Marlon even stated that.
Comes out and there's pretty much no instantaneous support. Cough, cough, PlayStation 2 VR, whatever the heck. Yeah, PlayStation 2 VR is the only thing I have not bought from PlayStation in the last couple of years. I got their, $200 PlayStation Edge controller.
Oh, here we go again.
5 Slim.
Bro, look at the way he holding his controller, man. He's like, yo, look at. I mean, he holding this console like he holding around a woman, man. Like, bruh, relax, bro. It's a piece of plastic.
To experiment with Sony tech, but the PlayStation VR 2, it just never seemed that fully supported. At least the Pro is being properly supported. But so I took a look at IGN's 7 out of 10 review. And it's very technical. I give them props about the fact that it is something that goes into the details of the hardware, the technical details, how exactly it's creating these extra frames. But it's a little too in the weeds. I wanted to take a look at this article by The Verge. People actually sent me this one by The Verge, and people said it's really, really good because it explains to a normal person if it's worth it. Should you spend...
To be honest, it's not worth it to a normal person because a normal person ain't going to buy one. A normal person's playing on their PS4 because they don't care about these upgrades until GTA 6 comes out. It is what it is, bro. Like, how many of you people, like, want to still keep being oblivious to this fact, man? How many times I got to teach you this lesson, old man?
$700 for a discless console. You got to buy an external disc drive.
Well, that shouldn't be that much of a problem, considering that most people play their games digital anyway.
Is it even going to show up if your TV isn't 100 inches? And apparently, the answer is no. Now, I feel like this review starts with the most important question of all, which is,
wow, see?
it starts with just the fact that okay, yes, this is technically the most powerful PlayStation of all time, but it's also the most expensive PlayStation of all time. I mean, in some parts of the world, some fans sent me screenshots of what this cost.
Look at that. That's embarrassing. That see, so this is all coming down to the TV. Remember when I told you guys that all this is gonna be for the TV and how you go about it? Look at this. Now we're finding out that it depends on how big your TV is. So if you got a PS5 Pro and your TV is massive, then guess what? You're not getting really any benefits from it. I told you all you needed was a high quality TV, man.
In your country, I've seen in some places this costs like $1,200. Just crazy prices that just boggle the mind. So $700 here in America, is it worth it? Now, I like the way he starts with this. He says, I think I can answer that, but first you need to find a measuring tape. Find your favorite seat in front of the TV, then measure the distance between your head and the screen. Now,
the fact that you guys gotta do all this shows you that there ain't no difference, man. Come on, man. Did you hear people saying this during the PS3 and 360? Oh, you gotta measure your television so I can see the extra pixels and Halo 3 and Gears of War and Resistance. No. Are you serious? This is what we're talking about? Or how close you're playing to... Bro, at this point, you might as well say the Pro is not even a difference. Like, really? Like, they even say it's not even worth it if you're playing 10 feet away from it. Bro, this is no difference. How you gonna sit there and say this is a difference when you out here telling people, oh, you gotta have a particular TV size and you gotta sit 10 feet away from it, and and if you don't, you're not gonna see the difference between the PS5 and the Pro. Then there's no difference in my personal opinion, because I don't care if I'm 20 to 30 feet. I can tell a PS3 from a PS2, bro. Okay, I can from 30 feet away. I can tell. Like, this is ridiculous, bro. You PlayStation fanboys are glazing this product.
The screen diagonally. If you own a 65-inch or a 55-inch, which are the most popular TV sizes, do you sit 10 feet away? Then no. The PlayStation 5 Pro is probably not worth $700. Woo! Not even if you have 20/20 vision like me. The improved visual fidelity just isn't tangible.
Oh, now, at the distance. You see, like if you're playing Bloodborne, and if you could tell by the sliders that they use, right? It's true. You can see the sliders if you're up close on the TV, I guess, right? With the anti-aliasing or whatever. But as soon as you go further back and you're playing it, you're not going to notice these differences. This is something that we've noticed in a lot of these comparisons. When Digital Foundry's doing these 300 times zooms and, oh yeah, you can see the text, but who's playing a game like that, bro? Like, y'all look like a fly on a TV screen. Like, bro, nobody's seeing that. If you're sitting 20 feet away from your TV in your living room, you're not going to see that difference, bro. You're not going to see that little itty bitty text. You know what I'm saying? You people is capping for this, bro. It's official. This system sucks.
This to me is not great.
Woo!
Maybe I'm being overly pessimistic, but when I review games, it's not on a big TV. I kind of have this little spot right here. I've got my monitors for recording this screen. I've got the screen I read from, and then I've got my review TV. And my review TV is a 41-inch. It's 4K. It's 120 hertz. It's really good. But this is where I do about 85% of all of my gaming. So the fact that they're straight up saying that if you do not have over a 65-inch, if you're not close to the TV, you're not even going to notice the difference. Yeah, that's...
Well, you better upgrade your TV, man. You better take that 47-inch and throw it in the trash, man. Give it to old Agent 47. He'll take out that TV for you.
The best, but...
Or you can always sell it to your girlfriend for like $300. You know what I'm saying? You can always do that, right? Sell your old stuff to your girlfriend that you're taking advantage of. Yeah, you can do that too.
What do we got? If you sit a bit closer...
Or how about you could take the television from your girlfriend's room and put it in your gaming room and give her your old setup. You see? I'm a genius.
New game console can make select games look amazing. This is the 8 out of 10, by the way. This is a...
so that's the good review. And they still saying that. Yeah, I mean, guys, come on, bro. It's official, bro. There's no way possible. Wow.
I feel like this guy's tone of voice is very bleak. Maybe that's just me, though. If you sit closer, certain games look amazing. Blades of grass, pillars of rough-hewn stone, the weave of a backpack. They pop at that higher fidelity. It's enough of an improvement that I found myself wanting to sit a bit closer or stand or even plug the PS5 Pro into
y'all are over-exaggerating, bro. PC gamers are laughing at y'all.
4K computer monitor and use it like a gaming PC. Okay.
We got PlayStation fanboys sitting so close to their screen. You know you're not even supposed to do that. You know you're supposed to be able. You know you're supposed to play your console 10 feet away, but yet Sony got you guys playing their games 2 inches away from the TV, like how kids used to do back in the days, playing the N64, and your mom would come in the room. Hey Jimmy, you're playing too close to the TV. You're not supposed to do that. Well, Mom, I can't see the difference.
While some games playing the original PS5 could feel like they look through a dirty window, the PS5 Pro has the power to wipe that window clean. I wish you'd give
Wow, so you see that, guys? It's the same window, except this time the window don't got any dirt on it. Wow, bro. Wow.
I think almost everything looks extremely good.
It's just a cleaned up window.
Especially everything that Sony directly touches. There's certain games I wish they would show them. I haven't seen some people show. Like, I heard Black Myth Wukong is probably getting some sort of patch.
Oh, a clean window, man. And what's funny about a window, you ain't going to tell. Well, I mean, depending on how dirty it is. But you won't tell if the window's really dirty if you get closer. So that is a good analogy that he used, right? If you get close to the window, you're going to be like, dang, these windows is dirty. But you'll still be able to see through it, right? But if you clean it, you're not going to really see the difference until you get really up close. Oh, yeah, I can see the neighbor from across the street.
Better. I want to get, the reason I'm curious about the PlayStation 5 Pro is because I want a system that just keeps the best quality graphics while sticking to 60 FPS.
That's not
obsessed
happening.
with 60 FPS.
That's not, then go to PC then. Go to PC because then consoles ain't for you, bro. If you're so obsessed with 60 FPS, no wonder you're enjoying these remasters and remakes because that's the only thing Sony can do for you.
It's wild to me that PlayStation 5, just base PS5, the amount of games that look good but can't hit 60 FPS or...
Hold on, what? When Hellblade 2 came out, y'all said, oh, look at that, everybody playing 30 FPS game, avoid 30 FPS. And now you sitting there saying, you see, guys, I told you, they were all going to expose themselves. I would just kept reiterating it. And look, GameStop with another W. We got another one. We knew you guys was lying the whole time. We knew it. Now you guys want to be honest now and say, also, you could just defend the Pro.
It's just choosing between performance and graphics. It just feels weird.
Oh, really? It felt weird, but when they used it as console war ammunition, was it weird, guys? Was it weird when Hellblade and Starfield had 30 FPS modes, and they were like, oh, you Xbox gamers are losers. Y'all playing at 30 FPS. Your system is not as powerful of us. Microsoft should give you the option. And all of a sudden, that narrative has changed once again. Wow.
Let me continue here.
Wow.
I think it's important to make this clear right away. The PlayStation 5 Pro doesn't make every game pro. To really see the difference, you could have to go to the specifically patched PlayStation 5 Pro games. Now, we knew about that. I think...
Which is even worse because Microsoft enhances the games just because you put it on a Series X. See? You see? So you have to have patched games, bro. I'm not saying Xbox don't patch their games, but there's already a significant improvement even on unpatched games from Xbox. You see? What is the value of this system? Tell me. Y'all can't even explain this.
Sony is saying 50 games at launch are upgraded for the PS5 Pro. I've actually seen lists going around online. People have been going through the store pages. Technically, over 90 games are now confirmed to be PS5 Pro patched.
Get it while it's cold!
60 FPS. At PlayStation 5 Pro's preview event, I told you I knew that it wasn't strictly accurate. With only 45% more rendering performance, some graphical compromises are still being made.
Woo!
Yeah, well,
exposed.
We knew this was going to happen.
Oh, no. Don't go there with that, bro. Don't go there with that, because y'all was riding this. I was the one telling you, stop getting your hopes up. I knew it. Some graphical compromises are still being made, bruh. Look. And y'all want to say, of course, guys, it's the GPU. The CPU and the 16 gigabytes of GDR6 RAM is the same exact thing. This is what I was trying to explain to you guys. You see this? Now y'all want to act, I'm shocked. Oh, you know I'm putting shocked in this title. I'm shocked. Why do you think I always do it? It's a play off words. It's to show you guys, like, are we really shocked? You know? Like, this is crazy, man. Even Static Shocked is shocked. We all shocked. Really? I don't think nobody's shocked here but you fools.
Before it came out, I'm glad places like the
Static Shock
heard questions because, hey, you know, this isn't just some cheapo piece of impulse buy thing.
It is a cheapo impulse buy. Kid Smooth, all y'all doing it. That's a cheap impulse buy, bro. Y'all know this system is trash.
Very crazy system. The fact that it is still having to choose, like, it is still weird to me a bit that so many games are still going to run at 30 FPS on a $700 console, but let me keep reading here. But after spending several straight days swapping back and forth between the original PS5 from 2020 and the new PlayStation 5 Pro, testing over a dozen games, I think there's something to that best of both worlds claim. In every title
but they still compromise.
No more than 8 feet away from a 65-inch TV, the PlayStation 5 Pro was clearly the better place to play.
And that has more to do with the expanding of the image quality, right? And this is another thing, too, about resolutions, which a lot of you guys don't understand. Just because you have better resolution doesn't necessarily mean you have better graphics. Resolutions, that Sega Genesis had better resolution than the Super Nintendo, but the Super Nintendo had better colors, okay? Now, with resolution, what it meant, especially back then, and it still means this now, is that you could see more of the picture, like the resolution. Like, for example, look at a picture, right? A picture can look clear. Like, look at a small picture, right? And as soon as you start expanding it, which would be the resolution, what ends up happening, guys, it starts looking distorted, right? You get what I'm saying? Am I right? You can look at a small, very small, clear picture, right? But as soon as you take that resolution and expand it, it starts looking ugly, okay? No different than video gaming. So the Pro obviously had something in place where it's going to expand the image quality for probably the bigger televisions, which is only going to make it worse for the people that play on smaller ones. I mean, like I said, bro, it is what it is. Upgrade your TV too and add another $800 to that price tag.
So this is one of the things that people have been the most curious about. It actually boosts even PlayStation 4 games.
I don't see that, bro.
Yeah. So this is part of the new...
And that's what I'm saying. How you going to see this, bro, 10 feet away from your... Bro, you're not going to see this, bro. Y'all know this, man. Stop the cap, bro. Unless you playing 2-inch or playing with magnifying glasses. Y'all must be looking like Cyclops from X-Men if you think that you playing this close to your television.
Upscaling thing where it actually boosts the quality of like individual lighting, individual textures. It ups the resolution, ups the quality. That does look much, much, much better.
No, it doesn't. I've seen Xbox One X enhanced games look far better than this. Stop the cap, bro. Stop the cap, bro. And I play on all platforms, you guys know, and I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. Y'all capping. Stop the cap.
Like, not to a crazy degree, but enough where I'm okay, that's pretty rad.
Only Sony can get away with this. But you know what's so funny? Didn't Nintendo do the same thing with the OLED? That, we can see a little difference on Metroid Dread and Samus's hair with the OLED screen. And y'all sat there and laughed at them, but we can't laugh at you? I mean, at least with that was $50 with a better screen, quality screen. Oh, but it's the same hardware, though. That's what you did with Nintendo gamers. And yet we could barely see these differences with your own games. Come on, man. Stop capping, bruh. Stop the cap, bruh.
I'm definitely in a spot where... The more I read about the PlayStation 5 Pro, I want it to be more exciting than it is. I mean, my PlayStation 5 is already $500, right? A PlayStation 5 Pro being $700. I guess I expected it to be, 20% better, and this definitely doesn't look 20% better. Okay. The thing is, my couch isn't 8 feet from my TV. It's 12 feet. It's too far to tell the difference between PlayStation 5 and PlayStation 5 Pro.
Wow. So people are complaining that they can't see the difference because of how far they're playing from their TV. We told you. Gamester with another W, man. What I tell you, bro, you in the right gaming channel if you mess with Gamester. If you mess with my channel, bro, we always winning. 100% win ratio. This is all we do, guys. We win no matter what. Every time we exposing PlayStation frauds, and they stay there.
Those details melt away. I can just barely make out the difference at 10 feet sitting at the edge of my seat. The big exception...
Man, gotta scoot his butt up. Let me scoot my butt up. Man, get him alone. lounge on his gaming chair, man. Dude can't even lounge, can't even pop a Budweiser, pop a good old Bud Light, sit back and lounge on his gaming chair, put his feet up on his little thing, and see the difference. This man got to scoot his butt. Scoot it to the tip of the chair, man. The man almost fell down off his chair. Scooting his little butt. We got stains all over his. You know how PlayStation dudes look. Left a big old skid mark on the chair, man. You know, this is ridiculous, bro. Come on, man.
Should have tried is Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. Well, I can't see all the visual improvements leaning back on the couch.
Unbelievable, bro.
Rebirth definitely looks
man
like
can't even lounge on his gaming chair no more, man. This is ridiculous.
Improved game on the PlayStation 5 Pro, no longer forcing me to choose.
Man's got to rest the Budweiser on top of his stomach while he playing Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. This is crazy, man.
Drastically
got to tie it around his neck just so he can drink his Budweiser because he can't lounge back in his little easy chair and just drink it like a real man.
Frame rate and annoyingly blurry visuals. It's the new PlayStation 5 Pro exclusive versatility mode that offers a cleaner picture without
blurry.
those options and
Ain't
also
no
makes
difference.
it have visible distance changes. Interesting. I could see some Final Fantasy Uber fans picking up the console shut down by this. I don't think it's bad, but I think this is one of those things where it is such a pinnacle luxury item. A lot of people that bought a PlayStation 4 ended up getting it.
You know, guys, it's over, man. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed this video. Like I said, take care, man. PlayStation 5 Pro is trash. And let's wait for the next video to be titled, How I Was Wrong on the PS5 Pro.